the word, YouTube? We see our Celeste back again with another video. Yep. And we back with another bow. Okay, we're back with another video. Y'all know what y'all can do. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Sierra.Celeste. Follow me on Twitter at SierraCeleste2, baby. You already know the vibes, period. Okay, boom. So if y'all clicked the video because y'all saw the title, yes, it's true. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the time that my former blood mother and my former blood sister, and I'm saying former because I do not claim these people, former blood mother and former blood sister jumped me the day I left the house. Okay, so before we get into the actual really what got down, let's get into the backstory. Okay, can we talk about Black households? Can we talk about toxicity in the Black household? And it's crazy because everybody was like kind of surprised to see that this has happened, because the way my family portrays themselves to society and to the media, you would have thought we was the Brady Bunch. You would have thought we was like this, but no, it's just like within the Black family, you kind of learn to just keep things hush. And also when you're a child, you kind of have to just stay in a child's place. But I am no longer a child. I'm a grown woman, and I'm gonna tell my story. Okay, so a lot of y'all don't know that I'm not born and raised in Kansas City. Yes, y'all pulled my card. I actually moved to Kansas City when I was in middle school, so we'll probably stay like 11, 12, around that age, right? Moved there when I was in middle school. My brother was in high school and my sister was going to elementary school. The reason we moved to Kansas City is because my dad's job was moving here. My parents were actually splitting up around this time, but just to give a little backstory, my mom, when she gets in relationships with men, she's a chaser. So she, even though my parents were splitting up, she wanted to still be with my father. And she also like, and which I kind of understand, because she had 3 kids, like 3 kids and about to be a single mom. So she was trying to make it work still. So we moved all of our stuff from New Jersey to Kansas City. She also wanted my father to be present in our lives. My father also wanted to be present, so that's why we moved or whatever. So anyway, this is when the chaos started, because I felt like, and this could be like just a child's view on things, but I feel like when we were in New Jersey, I felt like we had the perfect life, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, we had to deal with racism. I will say we had to deal with a lot of racism, because we were one of 2 Black families in that neighborhood. Like, I only knew one other Black family. That's the only Black family I knew. But I mean, it could have been more, but I only saw, and for the years that I was living there, only one other Black family. So anyway, when we was living in New Jersey, I'm not gonna lie, we had some coin, we had some money on us. We was never looking dusty, we was never going without. We get to Kansas City, boom, my parents split up, and now all of a sudden the money is looking a little funny, okay? Because my mom is basically taking care of us. My dad moves out, he gets his own place, and he does his thing. He still takes care of us, but it's not that same like 2-parent household anymore. So as like I'm getting older, I'm seeing the toxicity between my parents. I'm seeing how my dad is I feel like very selfish. He does what he wants to do. I've seen it in that relationship with with my mother. I saw it in the next relationship he had when he got married again. Very selfish. He moves for himself. If it doesn't benefit him, he don't give a fuck. Like, you know? So anyway, so I saw them fighting, whatever. But I feel like I really started just internalizing the toxic energy when my dad really left. Like, he moved out the house, and at first we were seeing him every single weekend. Then it changed to every other weekend. So now it's like I'm with my mom majority of the month. Like, I only get to see my dad twice out of that month, and I'm with my mom the entire time. And my mom's going through a lot of stress. She's dealing with stuff that my dad is putting her through, money. She's working extreme hours. So I feel like everything that she was dealing with, she was projecting onto me. At this point, as I'm starting to get older, my brother, he went to school. So I feel like that was like kind of like our escape. Like, we kind of learned, like, if you do good in school, you can get a scholarship and you can go to college out the city or out the state, whatever. So I feel like that's what my brother did. And he just went, and I could tell he really didn't like coming back, because he got himself a place up there. He was really trying to live out there for a minute too. So then it was just me, my mom, and my sister stuck in the house. And so I just feel like me and my mom was always getting into it, because it just felt like she was so on edge because of everything that she was going through. So she was taking everything just like out on me, you know, like it would be like the smallest things. Like one time I noticed my mail was open, and I didn't realize it said to the parents of Sierra. I just saw like Sierra and my last name or whatever. So I was like, dang, who opened my mail? But not even saying it like, who opened my mail? Just being like, dang, who opened my mail? Like just irritated or whatever. And then I realized it said to the parents. So I was like, oh, never mind. And then my mom comes out of nowhere. Like she was waiting for something to happen. Comes out of nowhere and just is like yelling at me, just going off on me. I can open your mail and when I want to, and just, would y'all believe that should last like an hour, like over a small mistake like that. And there was a time, so my mom, like, she always thinks she's right, like, and that is something I cannot be around people like that she always thinks she's right. She never thinks she's wrong, right? So whenever something happened, I, as a child, always had to apologize to her, because in her eyes, I'm a child. She could never be wrong to a child, even though she be dead ass fucking wrong. In her eyes, that's how she thinks, right? And since I had no support, like another adult or parent or whatever, to see like the stuff that I was going through, I was always deemed as wrong. And if I defended myself that I was wrong, then I was disrespectful. Like if I said anything that defended myself, it was seen as disrespect. And I'm just like, y'all not finna just keep talking to me any type of way and put these words on me and think I'm finna just be like, well, yeah, that's me. No, because that's not me. So I would defend myself. And so with my mom always thinking she's right and always being the only adult, she was able to say, I'm right, you're wrong, and like, you really can't do nothing about it. So boom, I feel like she used that to her advantage and would manipulate me a lot. Like, oh my gosh, the stuff that I went through, like financial abuse, was crazy. Because with me being the second oldest child, I was old enough to work, right? So my brother, when he was at the house, he was working too, because when he was 16 and I was 13, my mom had a stroke, because I told you she's going through a lot. She's dealing with my father, she's dealing with raising 3 kids, the stress, everything. My mom ended up having a stroke and a heart attack within the same night. We woke up the next morning, she could not speak. She could just look at us. And so we were like, what is going on? So we call our aunt. My aunt's trying to talk to her on the phone. My mom can't say no words. So then I call my dad. We call our dad, and my dad's trying to talk to her. My mom just looking, like she just looking at him, but she can't move. She can't, nothing. So we had to call 911 or whatever. And my mom ended up having a stroke and a heart attack. So after that, that's when it really, oh my gosh, it was really just got so stressful in our house, because basically now my mom can't work, right? So now she can't even work the hours that she was working anymore. So now it's like, I'm only 13 at the time. My brother is 16. No, sorry. I don't know. My brother's older. I just know he's older. My brother can work. He ended up getting a job at Cece's Pizza, and he also just started learning how to drive at that time. So when my aunts and uncles came down to visit us and kind of help us or whatever, my brother was driving us everywhere. He was working for the house, basically paying the bills, So my brother got escalated into adulthood kind of fast. Same with me, but the thing is, I couldn't work because I was still like underage. So I'm over here. My dad literally gave me like a fast course on how to be an adult within 1 week. He taught me how to wash my clothes, iron my clothes, cook, just like prepare us for school, within 1 week. So I'm learning all this stuff, right? And so I kind of jump into adulthood at, like, I forgot how old I was. I was either 13 or 14, around that time. Jump into adulthood, right? So my mom, she could not speak for a while. It took her a minute to learn how to talk back again. Then she had to start back working again. So all that was like really just like stressful in our house, because basically my dad, now he's taking care of our household and his household. So it was just really getting stressful. But then when I was able to work, my brother was already in college. So I started my first job, I was a lifeguard, right? So I was like 15. I really didn't like being home, so I was always at work. Like I was the type, I'm always gonna be at school or at work, because I do not like being at the house. So I was always getting money, always working. And plus my job was in walking distance. So yeah, I was really working. So I was really making some good money. What I thought, I'm 15, 16, making $600 every 2 weeks. I'm thinking that's something good, you know. And at that time, when you don't have any bills beside my phone bill, yeah, that's actually pretty good. So my mom saw me getting money, right? Because of course I'm getting my nails done, I'm getting my hair done, like she see me getting money or whatever. So we had an agreement that I would give her a certain amount every 2 weeks. That was very known agreement in the household. Everybody know when you got a job, you got to give a certain amount every 2 weeks. Boom. So I started giving her that certain amount. I think it was like 150 or something, like 100 or 150, whatever. Then it started turning into, you know, just asking me for money. Oh, I'm gonna pay you back, I'm gonna pay you back. Okay. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll just give it to her. Then it started turning into taking like half my check. So now I'm like, I'm starting to put my foot down a little bit, because I'm out here slaving in this hot sun all day for you to take half my check. Girl, please. Like, you know. So anyway, so I started kind of talking back like a little bit with that, because I didn't want to give her my money. So as one time I was like adamant, I'm not giving her my money. And you know what is crazy? She takes me, right? So she picks me up from work. She takes me to her friend's house. Her friend is super religious. Love her down though. I still love her down, because I really feel like my mom used to manipulate the adults around me a little bit too. But we're going to talk about that a little bit more. But she took me to her friend's house. Her friend, her husband now is a pastor. I don't know exactly at that time if they were a pastor, but he's a pastor now. Then they hold the phone, put on speaker, and they put another pastor on the phone, right? So I walk into their bedroom, and they close the door, and they put me in this circle, and they pray over me. But the way that they're praying over me is like I have a demon. Like I feel like my mom told them, oh, I'm being disrespectful, I don't want to give her the money. And so they set this up to like pray this demon out of me. And my mom's friend like, oh, some people's kids, they got to give their whole family the check. Like they don't even get to see any of the money. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm out here in this hot sun and I don't get to keep my money? No, what are you talking about? So they did that for a good little minute. And the pastor is just preaching. Like you would have thought this really was an exorcism. And so I'm just like, what? Like I was so confused. And I'm like, you guys are using God to try to manipulate me. This is like, give it away. But anyway, so after that situation, my mom takes me home and she's like, can I have the debit card? And I remember just feeling so irritated that I'm like basically forced to give my money to her. So I told myself when I'm 18, I'm not doing that. I don't care what happens. I'm an adult now, you know? So when I hit 18, the same thing happened. She tried to ask me for more money than what we already discussed. I told her no. I put my foot down and I told her no. I remember she asked me through Facebook Messenger. I don't know why she just didn't text me, but she asked me through Facebook Messenger. And so I put my foot down and told her no or whatever. And then when she gets me a ride home, she asks me again and I tell her no again. And she pulls over the car and she's like, what'd you say? And I was like, I said no. And she's like, okay. So boom, we get home. And then I'm sick, so I'm trying to make myself some soup. I go lay down. I come back, check on my soup, and the eye is off. The burner is off. So I'm thinking in my head like, oh, I must have not just, turn it on or whatever. I turn it back on, lay down, and come back, and the burner's off again. So I'm thinking, dang, I must be tripping, like, whatever. So then I do it again one more time, lay down, come back, and the burner's off again. So this time I'm like, nah, no, I'm not tripping. I know I'm not tripping. This is 3 times. I know I turn it off. So I turn it off and just sit by it. So then my mom comes, she stands in front of me, and she goes and turns the burner off. So I tell her, I'm like, why are you turning the burner off? She like, she make it seem like I can't make no soup because I wouldn't. It, mind you, it was only like $60, and I could have gave her the 60, but I was trying to put my foot down because I knew if I give her the 60, it's gonna be 50 tomorrow. It's gonna be like, just keep asking. So my mom starts fighting me. She really started fighting or whatever. Now, whenever I fight my mom, I'm never punching her. I'm literally defending myself and pushing her back off me. She's coming at me, I'm pushing her back off me. Literally to the point she got my box braids in her hands, like pulling my hair like I'm a girl on the street or whatever. Like, this is how toxic this shit used to be. Like, she's fighting me, I'm pushing her back, my sister's screaming, stop. My mom told me I'll call the police. My mom started fighting me first, put her hands on me first, and told my sister to call the police. Mind you, this was a rough time in our life. I was the only one really, like, I was working, my mom was working, but she wasn't working enough. So her phone was off, my sister's phone was off, my phone was on, baby. So I grabbed my phone real quick. I'm not finna call, who y'all finna call? Oh, okay. So my sister's screaming, stop, whatever. Mind you, I'm not hitting my mom, and my mom is coming onto me or whatever. My mom gets so worked up because she has asthma. She takes a second to go get her inhaler, gets the inhaler, puffs it, and starts fighting me again, y'all. Y'all can't tell me that woman liked me. Y'all can't tell me that woman liked me, boy. And it's like, I felt like if I wasn't of value to her, like financially, then it was like she couldn't wait to find something, you know? So anyway, I feel like the dynamic between me and my siblings was very different though. So if you talk to them, they might have completely different experiences with my mother than I did. So my brother, let's talk about my brother, right? So my brother and my sister are both dick eaters to my mom. Anything she says, anything she does, they will defend her. But it was only one time that I remember them just having my back and just being like thankful for that. And it was the time I had came back home from New York, and I stayed with my mom only for like 2 weeks. I told her, I was like, I'm gonna get a piercing and a tattoo. I tell her what it is. She's like, she likes the tattoo, but she didn't like the piercing because I had it right here. And she didn't like that or whatever. Now I'm grown. So it's like, just because you don't like something doesn't mean I can't do it. Like, I understand if I was 10, but I'm, 23 at the time. So I still go get the piercing. My brother went to go take me. She had a whole problem with that, and she tried to kick me out because of that. And so my brother stepped in and was like, you can't just kick her out because she gets a piercing. Like, she's an adult, like, you know. And then my sister is still behind me too, like. But my mom, I feel like my mom felt like she got like ganged up on, so she ended up leaving the house. But I still had to get up out the house. So anyway, I ended up leaving, and then I stayed with my dad for like a month. Would never do that shit again. Like, if you thought maybe, if I leave my mom's house, go to my dad's house, both of them are equally worse. So I would just never do that shit again. But anyway, so yeah, so like I said, my brother has a different relationship with my mom because when my dad left the house, right, when he left the house, my brother basically became the man of the house. So while my mom has a stroke, can't talk, can't work, my brother is basically paying like a lot of bills, and my dad is also too. So they're both like paying bills or whatever. And when my mom was going through the divorce, she really confided in my brother. You know how like moms have that, sometimes they have a weird relationship with their sons a little bit, but like some moms can be like romantic. They be thinking their son is their man. I don't think it was like that with my mom. I just think they had like a trauma bond because my mom went to my brother so much and vented to him during the time. So it actually made my brother hate my dad for a long time. And my brother did not speak to my dad for like 7 years, he told me. But it's so crazy that when they do stuff, it's like nobody says anything. But when I do something, it's the end of the world because my brother stopped talking to my dad for 7 years. I didn't even know this. I think some of the time my brother was in college, so I didn't even know that they weren't talking. When I stopped talking to my dad because he did some weird ass shit, everybody's like, like pushing me to speak to him, even though this man never acknowledged the weird ass shit that he did. He never apologized for the weird ass shit, but I'm supposed to be like, okay, cool, and just keep it going. So that's why my mom and my brother have their own like very close knit relationship or whatever. So anything my mom does, my brother is dick eating, right? My sister has a different relationship with my mom, and I think it started from when we were kids. Like when my mom had me, she immediately went to work right afterwards, you know? When my mom, so I became closer to my dad. When my mom had my sister, she stayed with my sister. So I feel like they have like more of a bond. So when it comes to my mom, they be arguing too, but I don't know. I guess they just get over it differently or whatever. But I think it's just crazy, like with my siblings though, because it's like they see the toxic shit that my parents do, but they just like be like okay with it. They just let it go. And me, I'm not the type of person, like if you don't acknowledge or apologize for shit that you do, I'm not just gonna let it go and act like we're kumbaya best friends again. You know, my mom intentionally, because I do feel like my mom, I do feel like my mom is a narcissist, you know? My mom intentionally ruined my sister's 20th birthday. The reason she did that is because my mom is super modest, right? So my mom tries to act very holier than thou, like she's a saint and she don't do nothing. Oh, whole time when she was back in her 20s, she used to do it all. My aunties, they already told us. So I don't know why she try to act like this Virgin Mary. Like, I don't really know. But anyway, so my sister wanted to wear this orange dress. It was like a long bodycon orange dress. And it like fit her like this, right? But then she had her titties out. So my mom did not like that. So my sister, she's 20, so she tells her like I'm still gonna wear the dress. But it's crazy. When it comes to my sister never got put out. I never even heard the words, I'm gonna put you out, to my sister. But when it comes to me, let me wear that orange dress. I would have been out on my birthday, you know? So anyway, my sister is like basically like, I still want to wear the dress. It's my birthday. This is what I want to wear. My mom doesn't want her to wear the dress. It's like this big thing or whatever. So my sister, she still wears the dress, right? So we go out to eat, and my mom intentionally, we go to the restaurant. So say like me, it's like me right here, my sister right here, my mom across from us. My mom sits like this way. So her arm is out like this. And so she's like making it so that we can't even speak to her, you know? So I'm just like she was just like, maybe she was embarrassed. I don't really know. So I already knew this was gonna be a long night. So anyway, we get home, my mom rushes to her room, close the door. So I get my sister a cake and I get her like a birthday present or whatever. I am the only person singing happy birthday, getting her the cake, taking her pictures, you know, getting her ready for her birthday, right? And it's crazy that my mom intentionally did that. And the person who jumped me was my sister, the one who I was looking out for. And it's crazy. I've literally, the only reason I've ever gotten into a fight in my life has been protecting my sister. My sister is very, if y'all know her, she's very skinny. She's very small. So when we first moved to Kansas City, yeah, we went from coming from all white people, and white people are very passive aggressive. They really don't try to fight you. They're not super aggressive. They're just like they'll try to like bully you and shit like that. So you gotta be tough with that. But so, we came from that to living in Kansas City where they're a little bit more hyper aggressive, and they will say what they gotta say. Like, they don't care. They're gonna say it to your face, and if they think you're scary, they're really gonna try you. So with my sister being so small, people was always trying her, you know. So I remember my first fight in middle school, I got into it with this girl because she was trying to bully my sister, be mean to my sister, whatever. That was my first fight ever. And then recently, even like last summer, I got into a fight for my sister. It wasn't in like it was literally her friend. Like, I feel like my sister, she want to have so many friends. Like, I don't know if she want to look popular or whatever, but the friends she keep around her are not good people. So the girl that I knew her like through like us growing up, but I wasn't like close with her like that or whatever. So we end up going out for this girl's birthday. The girl ends up getting super drunk, and then she's trying to fight everybody at the club. Mind you, we came with the girl to, like, she got a hotel and everything. We came with her, taking pictures, everything. We get to the club. She gets sloppy drunk. She tries to fight everybody. Then she tries to fight us. And at first, I was really like, I wasn't antagonizing her because I saw she was drunk. I'm like, girl, like, I've been knowing this girl. I'm like, girl, I'm not finna take it there with you. Like, you keep trying to, like, every time I say something, she keep trying to take it there with me. I'm not gonna take it there with you. But then she really was trying to take it there with me. And so my sister jumped in, and then they started arguing. Mind you, they are best friends at the time. So I let them argue because I'm like, whatever, that's your best friend. But then it started getting a little bit more like, it wasn't giving, I argue with my best friend. It's giving, bitch, I'm finna beat you the fuck up. So I'm like, what the fuck? So then I step in, mind you. So we ended up getting into this big ass fight because when I stepped in, I didn't think she was gonna really hit me for real. I've been knowing this girl since we was kids. I didn't think she was gonna hit me. She hit me in my cheek, y'all. I like felt it, but I'm like, what the fuck? I took my heels off because I already took my heels off because the way she was coming, I already knew. Like, I just knew something was gonna come up. So I already had my heels in my hand. Bop. So I started fighting her. My sister hopped in. So I didn't want to jump her because, mind you, this is a childhood friend. I'm not trying to jump her. So then my sister starts fighting her and everything, whatever. It was just like this big thing or whatever. And I'm just like, when it comes to my sister, like, I realized, like, when we were little kids, I'm not gonna lie, we used to fight a lot. We used to fight a lot. But then when I went to college, I'm like, I think that was a space that we needed. So I was starting to get along with my mom and my sister. But then when we started to be around each other for too long, like if I came back for summer break, then we might like get into it or something like that. So anyway, when I came back home in like 2023 from having diabetes and stuff like that. So when I came back home, that's when I was kind of like, I'm usually like a motion girl. I'm usually able to drive when I gotta drive, get money when I gotta get money. With diabetes, I couldn't do any of that stuff. So I was kind of like stuck. Like, I feel like I was stuck in the house, and I felt like, I don't know if they used that to their advantage or whatever, but during that time, I remember just walking, like, I had to leave the house one time, and I was just walking, I was like, ooh, I just do not like my sister. Like, I remember telling someone that, like, I really just do not like her. Like, and then somebody's like, well, what did she do? And it's just like, I feel like it's so much years and years of shit. Like, it's kind of hard to just like pinpoint certain stuff, but I know she like got a real like nasty attitude. And me and her didn't really fight as adults. So when I had got back home from being sick from diabetes, we had gotten to our very first fight. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, diabetes makes you really weak. It makes you weak. So when I was fighting her, didn't feel as strong as like I usually was when I was fighting her. So I kind of felt like she was getting one up on me. So I don't know if she took that in her head and ran with it, like, oh, I could beat my sister up now. Bitch, that was one time, okay? So boom, fast forward, I'm living with my peoples, because I told you I came back home from diabetes, living with my peoples, stayed there for like 2 years, couldn't do that shit no more. I don't give a fuck how sick I was, I couldn't do that shit no more. So then I ended up like renting a room. So that's when I started renting a room just to get away, because I couldn't stay with them no more. So I rented a room at one place, stayed there for a little bit, but then it was like I was having some crazy roommate issues there too. So then I ended up moving to another place. That place was cool, but then I had to leave that place too. It's just like always something. Whenever I have roommates, it's always something. So I don't like doing roommates no more. So when I leave that place, I was kind of left that place unexpectedly. I didn't really expect to leave that place. So I called my mom, like just like crying, whatever. She's like, okay, you could come back home, and like kind of figure it out, whatever. So I come back home, literally just sleeping on the couch, just very thankful to even like have a place over my head, because the way my last place just did me, I was like, what the fuck, right? So then the first month I was there, I think I moved in like either September or October. First month I was there, they didn't charge me rent. I was like, cool. Like, I was so thankful. Like, I made them this big meal. I was really appreciative. So as I'm living there the first month, I kind of realized I forgot some things about my family. My family is kind of dirty. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's not like dirty, like right in your face. Like when you first walk in, everything's a mess. It's like hoarderish, very much hoarderish. Like, my mom does not know how to let shit go. She still got shit from when our house was in New Jersey when we were kids. Like, it's some things you really just have to release and let go. You can't take it everywhere. Very hoarderish and just very like, just like like if they see dirt, they'll just keep walking over it. Like, or it'll be a dirt ring in the tub or a dirt ring in the, I couldn't do the dirt ring in the toilet because y'all see that ring of brown. Like, y'all see that. So stuff like that was just kind of getting on my nerves, but I was really trying not to because I'm like, boom, they let me stay here. I'm not even gonna trip about it. So as time went on, I had plans to move out in February because my sister was being weird already, and my mom was already throwing little hints out that I knew she was gonna try to kick me out soon. Like, it's always something. If I speak my mind or she don't like something, I know it's coming. She had made this one little comment, because I told her she's judgmental, which she is, very judgmental. And she made this one comment talking about oh, if I'm judgmental, then why did I let you live in my house? What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Like, I'm confused. And so after that, I knew it was gonna be a little issue. And then my sister did some weird shit. Like, my sister's the type to put everybody before like me or whatever. Like, I don't know. Just always like felt like weird like that. So she was hosting a Galentine's, and she had like 15 people on the list. So I had asked like, oh, if I could invite 2 of my friends that I'm really close with. And she made it seem like it was an issue. Mind you, I had a Galentine before, and I let her invite her friends too. That's what we always did. So now I didn't understand why it was an issue. So, and then it reminded me of the time that she had a Christmas party at our house, and she let me invite 2 of my friends. So that's what I did. So I invited 2 of my friends. She was trying to play this fire game. Mind you, my mom has this issue with fire. She has like trauma around fire. So I already knew that was gonna be like a little issue or whatever. But she was trying to play it on like cheap plastic stuff, like it was alcohol all over the place. Like, so I'm telling her like maybe she should move it. She started spazzing on me when I tell her maybe she should move it or not play the game or whatever. She started spazzing on me. I said it twice to her because I could already see that shit wasn't giving. Like, I don't know. So, and we were all drunk too, so I just didn't think it made sense to do that. So then when her friend says, girl, you got a lot of like flammable stuff, like maybe you should move it. Oh, she's picking up stuff so fast. I'm like, what the fuck? So then I thought that shit was weird. So I left. I went downstairs, told my friends I'm finna lay down. They left too. And then I hear my sister, mind you, I'm just downstairs. I hear my sister talking shit about me to all her friends upstairs twice. And so I'm like, oh, okay, like, this is why I don't fuck with my sister, because it's like, you want to talk shit about me to everybody. Why you didn't say that shit when I was there? The fuck? So yeah, so I already knew like I didn't like my sister. So anyway, while I'm staying there, it's like the first week of December. I end up come home from doing the laundry. I walk in, and the dishes high as shit. And that's something that really irritates the fuck out of me, is just high ass dishes when everybody been home. Like, what the fuck are we doing? So anyway, so I just make a little comment, and I'm like, dang, this is hot. But I'm kind of like joking with it, y'all. I'm like, dang, what did y'all cook? You know, but I guess maybe I was being passive, you know, whatever. So then she looks at me and she's like, do you got OCD with the dishes? I'm like, no, I just like living in a clean house. Because I feel like she was trying me, so I had to try her back. So boom, we start getting into an argument, and when we start going back and forth, it feels like our recent arguments have been hitting there. Like, we hit them low blows every time. So we start getting to arguing. My mom starts coming downstairs. She's supposed to be the mediator to fix it. She yelling, making it worse. So we all just yelling in this house, right? So we yelling real bad. My mom, she tried to call my dad. He not answering. She tried to call my brother. Then my brother answers, and he only talks to my sister, which I kind of side-eye, because one thing about my family, they take sides. You know, they take sides. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So then I end up going to sleep. I kind of go upstairs to calm myself down. I go to sleep. The next morning, I wake up, and I apologize to my mom. The only reason I apologize, because I was arguing with my sister, but I was cursing, and I don't even do that in front of my mom. So I apologize to my mom. My mom doesn't say nothing to me, like, for the first, like, 10 seconds, right? She don't say nothing. So then I'm like, okay, I'm just standing there. So then she starts just going off, right? And so first thing she's saying out her mouth, she's like, oh, we gotta help you find a place to stay. We gotta get you up out of here. And I'm just like, what? Because I did not think, when I went to bed that night, I did not think that just because of that argument, they was gonna try to kick me out. Like, I didn't think that. So I'm like, so what about my sister consequence? Because she was arguing with me too. She was cursing too. She was saying low blows. Everything I did, she did. So why is there no consequence? Oh, she on the lease. So why does the consequence only have to be me getting put out? Like, why is that the only thing that you can think of? So then me and my mom started getting into it because I could see that she was finna put me out. So I just started saying everything. I'm not gonna lie. Everything I've been feeling since I was a little girl, I started just saying all that shit or whatever. I'm like, I knew it. I knew you love my sister more than me. Like, I felt it while we was growing up. I felt it. But this is like really like confirmation that you really fucked with my sister more than you fucked with me. So then after that, she was trying to put me out that day. Fuck no. Like, I just paid the rent last week. I'm not finna go nowhere. So in my mind, I'm like, y'all bitches gonna have to take me to court. I know my tenant laws. I've been here over 30 days. Y'all bitches gonna have to take me to motherfucking court. And so that's what I told her. And she looked at me and it's crazy. She looked at me like, you're gonna do that to me? Bitch, you're putting me out in the middle of the fucking winter. Yes, I'm finna do that to you. Like, what are you talking about? So, after that, it was radio silence in the house. We did not talk to each other. I used to go to work, come home. We did not say no words to each other. I felt like they was trying to mean girl me. Like, that's the shit that I was like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, they was trying to mean girl me and like link up with each other and not talk to me or whatever. You know what? Y'all can mean girl and do that. I have God on my side. That's what I know. I have God on my side. And they would try to, mostly my sister would try to call me evil. And it's like, it's crazy how I'm evil for standing on my worth and standing on my business and standing on business. When y'all motherfuckers do some weird ass, evil ass, toxic shit to me, y'all think I'm supposed to get over it and be cool with y'all the next day. Fuck y'all, respectfully. Well, no, disrespectfully. Fuck y'all. Fuck my father, fuck my brother, my sister, my mother. I'm not just being, oh, it's gonna be okay. They probably didn't mean it. No, they mean that shit and they're gonna do it again. And that's why I block y'all. That's why I stop fucking with y'all. So anyway, so for the whole month, I just stopped like talking to them and I was just praying, y'all. I was just praying. And God was helping me through that whole time. That was the only person I had in that whole month was God. When it came to Christmas, I did not go to any Christmas activities the family was putting together. No Kwanzaa activities. The family, they wasn't even inviting me no more. But it's okay. I wasn't gonna go. I literally went to the prayer room all day on Christmas. Like, I did not stay there. And then so now we're getting closer to the end of the month because I knew I was going to leave by the end of the month. I literally signed my lease on December 31st, the last day of the month. So boom, that last week of December, I'm packing all my stuff, right? I would literally stay after work, stay like I would clock out at 6 and just stay after work and just figure out a plan, like, you know? So packing all my stuff the whole week of the last week of December. So I'm not a person to not take accountability when I do things too. Like, it's not always them. So in this situation, if y'all don't know, I'm a type 1 diabetic. Type 1 diabetic, that means you gotta eat, y'all. I feel like when it came to this situation, I justified it in my head because I'm like, y'all are literally putting me out with less than 3 weeks to find a place. I literally used all my money, all the money that I had, the money that I was gonna use for food, the money that I was gonna use for Ubers to get to work, all my money I had just to get into the apartment. So when it came to me packing, I took a couple pots and pans, okay? I literally do that every fucking time I leave my house. I take like couple plates, couple cups, whatever. My siblings do that too. They wouldn't care if it was any of my other siblings. But when it comes to me, a person that defends themselves, speaks up for themselves, they hate me. They hate a bitch that knows their worth, okay? So anyway, last week, I'm like, okay, let me do this in 2 trips. I called my friend. She's like, okay, I can help you move, boom. So I tried to do it early in the morning so they could all be asleep. I really wanted to do it when they were at work, but girl, it was a holiday. So anyway, I did 1 trip, boom, everybody was asleep. I signed my lease, put everything in, come back, right? I literally take a little video too. I'm like, oh, first day in my first apartment, like just so happy, whatever. So then I come back. When I come back, everybody in the house is up. Knuckle me buck, cue it. If y'all can cue Knuckle me buck, cue it right now. So anyway, everybody in the house is up, right? So because when I was leaving, my mom was starting to wake up anyway. So my mom is sleeping on, not sleeping, she's sitting on the couch, and she's like, I can't believe you took the things that I bought. And I'm like, what did I take? I really should have just ignored her. I shouldn't even responded to her. But I'm like, I was like, what did I take? And then before my mom could even say anything, my sister comes running down the stairway, right? So she's like, yeah, you a thief, you're a thief. She just keeps saying that. So I was like, what did I take? Like, cause I really kind of forgot about the pots and pans, so I was confused, whatever, like what they were saying that I took. So she was like, oh, you took our seasoning, and you took the pots and pans and some popcorn. Like, okay, like who cares? Like, and so, but then my mom's like, yeah, we took it all back, ha 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 ha, we took it all back. So I said, okay, like I really did not give a fuck. Like y'all met them pans is old as fuck. Like who cares? I just wanted to make me a meal, And this is how I knew that this was not over pots and pans, because when I unpacked everything, I literally still saw, and she left me like one pot and like some big spoons and stuff. And so I'm just like, if this was all over the pots and pans, why wouldn't you take everything? I was pretty confused about that. So anyway, so my sister's popping it, right? Because I'm talking to my mom, because I'm still talking to her. My sister's popping it. All of a sudden, I started feeling like I'm getting hit, right? So I'm feeling like it on my cheek, right? So after the 4th time, I'm just like, look, if you bug, snatch. When I tell you I snatched my sister over the railing, because it's like, y'all not finna hit me so many times. Y'all not finna gang up on me so many times. Like, I'm trying to be peaceful. I'm trying to be cool. All I'm trying to do is move. But bitch, you done hit me 4 times. Now I gotta snatch you up. So I snatched her up. When I tell you I snatched her up so hard, I pulled her over the railing that the railing broke. That motherfucker's bent back. I was like, and then that's when my mom tried to break it up. But since I already snatched her up, I already knew we was about to start fighting. So my mom in the middle trying to break it up, and she ain't do shit. So me and my sister is fighting, right? The thing is, I think maybe my sister had in her mind that she could really beat me up because she got that one up that one time. Bitch, when I tell you, if y'all could see the weights, this is 15 pounds right here. If y'all see the weights, I was consistently working out for 2 years straight. Like after that incident, I had started building my body back up. Consistently working out for 2 years straight. Y'all bitches ain't hitting on nothing. So me and my sister started fighting, right? Of course I'm beating my sister up. Of course, but the thing is, whenever I fight my sister, I never punch her. I'm never like hitting her like this. I'm literally like, when my dad taught us how to fight when we were kids, he kind of taught us how to wrestle. My brother used to be in wrestling. So he used to teach us how to like pimp someone down and like kind of use all your strength to get them down on the ground, like you're winning that way. So that's what I would do with my sister. Bitch, fuck out of here. Bring her down to the ground, right? So anyway, I'm still trying to move and fight, because basically every time that I am moving, I see at the corner of my eye, my mom try to take my shit and throw it out. Like she tried to just throw it out, because she told me she was gonna do that. The day she tried to put me out, she's like, I can't wait to put your stuff out. I told that bitch, I said, if you touch my stuff, you're gonna have an asthma attack that day. She's like, oh, I have my inhaler. She loved to fight with that inhaler. So she started throwing my shit out. So then I'm blocking her from throwing my stuff, because now my stuff just going everywhere. I had it all neatly placed, and now it's just going everywhere. So I'm blocking her. So when I'm blocking her, like she's trying to like, go back and forth with me or whatever, then my sister come out of nowhere, don't hit my mom, and she sneaked me out of nowhere. So now she hitting me. So then now I'm fighting my sister. While I'm fighting my sister, my mom throwing my stuff out. So y'all, when I tell you it is the most draining thing to try to fight and move at the same time, I'm so happy that I had my friend there. Like when I tell you my wig came off, like everything just was every fucking where. So, but my friend, I'm not gonna lie, one of my friends was like, oh, she ain't help. Like she was just joking. But it's like, I would never want my friend to fight my mama. I don't care. I don't care if it's my whole family. I would never want my friend to jump in and start beating on my mama. Like, I don't know. That's just not me. So anyway, I'm just glad my friend was there to help. She put everything in the car. She was trying to tell us, she's like, y'all, stop. Like, she really was. My mom talking about something, get her. My mom's literally jumping me. So at this time, they start jumping me. Because at this point, them bitches can't take me. Like, I'm literally, them them bitches can't take me. I'm fighting my sister. Every time I feel my sister, boom, on the ground. Every time my mom is coming at me, boom, I'm pushing her back. And I'm not gonna lie, I was pushing her. like I was, because it's like, she keep getting up, so now I gotta push you back. I had to push her back on the chair. I remember I pushed her back, and she just looked at me like she was so shocked, because I told you I never really fight her back. I literally just like get her off of me. But this time I was really pushing them bitches off of me, because every time I'm trying to move, they trying to fight me. What the fuck is that, you know? So then I'm pushing both of them bitches. So then they started jumping me. When they started jumping me, I literally look at my friend dead in her eyes, say, you see this? Because I told my friend, before she even dropped me off or whatever, I told her, I said, I'm gonna go no contact with my family after this. She's like, girl, like, I kind of feel like you doing a little too much, you know, but she does not know the backstory of my family. So I didn't even get mad at her when she said that. She's like, oh, I feel like you're doing too much. So when they were jumping me, I had that door open. She was right in front of the door. I said, you see this? I start saying their full names. Rhonda, I start saying Rhonda Griffin, Simone Elon. I start saying their Instagram names, all this shit. You think they are the Brady Bunch? These bitches are toxic and evil as fuck. Anybody, I don't give a fuck. I don't care anything that I've done in my life. I would never jump my mama. I would never jump my sister. I don't give a fuck. And I don't care how mad I get. First of all, I don't need no help fighting. Let's talk about that. So anyway, so they're jumping me, right? And my mom is literally pulling my hood because I'm fighting my sister. I feel I'm getting pulled this way, and then I'm getting pulled this way. So my mom is pulling my hood. Then I end up on the couch. And so both of them are putting their body weight on me on the couch. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, this is the only time I feel like I am losing. So I had to literally, I don't know what the fuck I did, but I turned my body. I did like a whole cause I don't know, I was like down like this, so I did like a whole 180 and like pulled my body out of the couch and stood up and really started fighting both of them, because it's like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all bitches thought y'all could jump me and win? Fuck out of here. So all I remember is me having my sister face to the floor. Literally, I put my hands like this on her cheek. Her face is to the floor. I'm on top of her. I look at that bitch and I said, you are not my sister. I look at my mama and I said, you are not my mother. I open that door and I'm like pulling it. So I know that she was hitting my sister's head because she's on the floor. I'm pulling it because my mom's telling me get out. My mom's telling me to get out. I'm like, and they saying that I gotta get up off my sister to get out. I said, fuck no. Because for y'all to try to get up on me? No, so I'm pulling, and I literally crawl. I'm talking about hand to the concrete, to the grass, to my knees is on the concrete, crawling out my house, and they slammed that motherfucking door behind me. That shit was traumatizing. As fuck. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first, cause I've been through so much shit, like I've been through so much traumatizing stuff, whatever. So when it first happened, I didn't really feel it. I really went to work right after that. I'm talking about my glasses was broken. I have one arm glass right here. My wig was off. I had to put a scarf on just to even, so it can look decent. I had a big ass cut right here because my sister was scratching me. Like, I wasn't hitting my sister, but my sister was actually hitting me. But my sister can't fight though, because literally we were fighting, right? And I remember just, cause I didn't even want to fight. Like, that wasn't my intention. I was just trying to defend myself. So I'm literally like fighting my sister, and then I stop and I look at her, and she's like, her face is like this, right? So I'm right here, her face is like this. She has her eyes closed. She's fighting with her eyes closed, and she's fighting like this. And she's not even hitting me. And I look at that bitch and I say, you can't even fight. Like, what? So anyway, after that, definitely press charges. Definitely did that, because what? Y'all thought y'all can jump me and get away with it? And even I had to really pray. Like, I had to really pray and just do some time by myself, because I was thinking of the most evilest things to do. Like, I didn't do any of it. But I was just thinking of, like, every time I would think of their name, I would cussing them out in my head. Like, it was just like, I had to just release that anger, you know? But I just wanted to make this video so y'all could really see that my family is not this innocent, like, Brady Bunch family. They're actually pretty toxic, and they've been toxic my whole life, and I finally escaped their toxicness. So congratulations to me. I have my own place. I have my own peace of mind. I don't have to deal with bitches trying to fight me over the littlest thing. I don't have to deal with getting jumped over the littlest thing. Yeah, so I'm just glad about that. I just want to let y'all know I'm back with the YouTube, back with the story times. Yeah, your girl is working, got a whole new job, like whole new place, like yeah. So if y'all like this story time, follow me on Instagram, Sia Celeste. Follow me on Twitter, Sia Celeste 2. Baby, you already know the vibes, period.